Jets. This is our podcast. It's called Best of Friends. Here we go now, yeah!
All right. Welcome, everybody, to our Best of Friends podcast with Sparkle Jets UK. I'm Mike Simmons. Susan West and Jamie Knight from the band are here as well.
Hey.
And we are joined by our friends from the label Big Stir Records. This is Christina Bolbenko.
Hello.
And Rex Broom.
Hey.
Yay!
And we're here to talk about the new record we have coming out June 30th called Best of Friends. And it's a record that features songs from a long time ago by a lot of our best friends. And one of them is here to talk with us today. And her name is Lisa Mychols. Lisa, say hello.
Hello.
Lisa!
Yay! Hi, everyone.
Yes. So we're here to talk about this new thing and talk about what we're doing, what you're doing, and any crazy antics we feel like remembering from, I don't know, the year 2000 or so.
What a year.
Yeah, it was quite a time. So let's just start by let's hit it. Let's hit the rock music here.
As Mike mentioned, the record itself is music that was originally recorded by friends of the band and different artists around that. Basically, turn of the millennium scene. And here we go.
Oh, yeah.
That was He's Coming Out. That's on the new record right there.
He's got electric guitar. Nice, Susan West.
Yeah, that's the fun thing about this is hearing these guys. Some of them we're hearing it for the first time, hearing what you guys have done to it, and then getting to tell you what they feel about it right away. That's really cool.
Yes. I love it. It sounds so good, you guys. Can I pause again? Yay!
Thank you for the inspiration, Lisa.
Aw.
You are amazing. And the song.
The band, yeah, the guys, yeah.
That was originally by the Masticators, which is the band that you were in basically when we met you. Also, that was you and Patrick McGrath and Severo Jornation and Mr. Robbie Rist.
Yep.
Out of all the bands that we knew in town, you guys were the ones we were kind of the tightest with. I think that's fair to say.
And I was obsessed with you guys, so fair. Yeah.
Actually, if it weren't for you kind of, being excited about us, that did a lot to help us out, actually.
Absolutely.
It's so funny because when I had your CD, like, I know that Robbie was like really digging you anyway, but I was like, oh my God, I'm so obsessed with him. Like, I could not stop talking about you. And I just remember 10 inches, right? 10 inches was like my song. That was like everything. And I was just like, can we play it again? Can we play it again? Like, you guys were already like super established. So like, I have questions for you tonight.
Oh, good.
Yeah. No, I just like want to know, like, how did your band start?
All right.
This is relevant.
Are you sure it's relevant?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a record by you guys. I think it might pertain.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, Jamie was there at the very start. So you want to start, Jamie?
We were playing, Susan was playing in a group called the Patty and Susan Show. And I was filling in that night on bass for their bassist that they were using at the time at a coffee house in Fullerton. And I saw this band Virgin 7 and I saw Mike Simmons, but I really didn't talk to him at that night. I talked to the leader of the band that was putting together the shows called John Creo. Anyway, John invited me up to Mike's grandma's cabin for a recording session that they were doing. And so I went up to the session and our son Julian had just been born. Literally, he was like about 2 weeks old. And then I went and did the session up at the cabin and I was blown away by Mike Simmons and just everything that he did production wise. And I came back home and told Susan, I met this really interesting guy. I think you're going to like him. And do you want to go up next week? Because we're going to do another session. So we bundled up Julian was 3 weeks old at the time and bundled him up and took him to Crestline. And then we became friends right at that weekend.
When we played that Winged Heart show, didn't Mike and Virgin 7 play that show too?
Yes, he was in the band.
Right. So that was the first time that Mike and I sang together.
Yeah, we did Solitary Man.
That's right. So I really I love Neil Diamond. And then Mike said, I love Neil Diamond too. And we invited him to come on stage with us. And I was doing Solitary Man and then we did that together. That was our first time.
Yeah. And then the band pissed me off so bad that night, I quit.
Oh,
That was like multiple instances of history happening all at once then.
And then, and obviously I must have unquit later. And then, then we played a show with Jamie and
then we basically tried to combine these two bands and it was fun, but it was too many cooks in the kitchen.
It was 4 bands we actually combined.
Yeah. And it sounded good on paper, but it didn't work out. And we wound up going off with Susan and Michael and myself and added eventually a drummer named James DeBow, who I think you knew. Lisa, you knew James because in fact you were at that first Chain Reaction show and James was the drummer there.
Yes. Thank you. Yes.
And I'd like to say, Lisa, you've been just the most awesome person that I've known in that whole scene, as far as you were always the first person up in front of the stage, having a good time, getting people excited about us and us traveling on the road together. And multiple times you bailed us out by being our drummer for a while when we were going through drummers like crazy. So, you've just been a dear friend.
Thank you. That was a win-win, by the way. It's like, come on, nobody knows I can kind of play.
No, you were great.
You were amazing.
I love you guys.
Let's not forget about the haircuts.
Oh yes. Vegas.
in bikinis.
Yeah, what stays in Vegas doesn't stay in. Wait, what happens in Vegas does. Well, okay, so it's here.
I don't really remember what happened with that, but or whether.
No, there was a bathroom with a portal hole, so you could actually see people in the bathroom.
Yeah,
which is
in the
kind of
shower.
weird. That's the Rio in Vegas. Didn't understand that. I thought, oh, this is for a certain clientele.
And I swear to God, I did not look. I really wanted to, but I didn't.
Yeah,
I
we
was a
put
good
up
boy.
towels. Lisa and I put up
that's right.
towels
That's right.
on the
Yes, we
inside
did.
and the outside. So,
I don't remember that part.
yeah.
But for some reason, the long story short, for those of you guys who might be listening and wondering what the hell we're talking about, something happened where it was a bet, or I was making some aside comment because Lisa had some kind of training in hair cutting
Yes.
at some point,
Yes.
and I don't remember. I think it was like, oh, I'll pay you X amount of dollars if you cut my hair. And then it went on from there. It's like, okay, I'll give you this much if you do it while wearing a bikini. And she said, okay. And so we did. And
But there's
I remember,
no pictures.
no, I think there are pictures.
Oh, good.
Because somebody, I think
Yeah, we're
Desiree
putting,
took pictures
Lisa,
of
we
it.
put the pictures on the record. Yeah.
I don't know that I have pictures of that, but what I do have that I found recently was we reenacted it on stage at Q's River Bottom, and you gave me a haircut between sets. So like
Oh, dang.
one of the bands played, then I was in one of them, and then in the interval between gigs, you cut my hair, and then we played again.
And she put the bikini top back on too to make sure that it was authentic and that yeah,
I
it
don't
was
remember
amazing.
that part.
See, this is why this scene rocks. I
This
love
that,
this scene.
That scene is going in the movie. This whole story is going to go in the movie.
Just
The
don't ask
musical.
me to reenact it because I can't fit in a bikini anymore.
Oh, you can fit in a bikini.
So when did you guys like become a part of when did you come to Los Angeles? Like, do you remember because you're Orange County and then a scene happened. I think it was Poptopia. Is that what brought you north?
Not exactly. We did attend a Poptopia show that you were performing in, and we saw Wonderments at Poptopia at Spaceland.
Everybody says no.
True. And that's where we
Oh,
kind
no,
of.
I'm sorry.
that was-
I was
that
saying
was
no
a
to the dog.
Yeah, I can testify to that. I watched it happen. It was,
Just trying to
But-
climb up on the table.
but that
Like,
happened.
wow, you're really
put her
disagreeing
right-
with me, Susan. I'm
Put
pretty
it
sure.
right next to the mic.
Sorry, tell the story again. I'm sorry.
We went to meet I think Jamie, I think you knew Art Fine, right? Or had been talking to him?
Because my American Studies teacher had been doing research on some paper, and he used Art Fine.
So we were talking to him, and then we went to go see the show, and you were talking to him and Dominic Priory, and then we were watching the Wonderments, and Lisa was up there, and I was watching them and going, "This is the kind of music that I wish I was doing." And that's when we kind of saw some of those first folks. And then I remember when we did the first IPO show, we were booked to play at the park, but we went to the first night. That was the meet and greet. If you remember when David used to do those at the El Rey, and everybody was up in the upstairs kind of lobby talking. And I remember almost everybody on this record that day. And later on during the show, I saw Darian standing there. I just saw his silhouette, and I recognized him from the Spaceland show. And I went over and took a CD, and I gave it to him, and I said, "Hey, here's our band." And he's like, "Oh, thank you." And a few days later, when we played at noon in the park, we're on stage about 2 songs in, and I see Darian get out of his car, and he walks over, and he's got this tiny little mini DV camera. It was the first one I'd ever seen because he'd just come back from Japan, and starts filming our set. I'll probably tell him this story when we talk to him, but filming our set. And I was like, wow. And we started talking after, and I said, I basically said, would you if I gave you a few CDs, would you give them to people that you think are cool and might like us? And he goes, sure. And I ended up grabbing him an entire carton of 25 CDs, and I gave it to him, and he passed them out, like he said. And soon thereafter, we did Wheat from Chaff. We helped Bobby put that on. Remember that thing? Bobby?
Yep.
And our show was at Gig West LA, and I still have the set list in a frame on my wall over here. And that's kind of where we also kind of met a lot of people or re-met them. And I remember everybody autographing that set list, and everybody was super welcoming. And so that was kind of where you guys kind of accepted us. And I think you'd started talking Robbie into liking us. And that's also where we had the idea, jokingly, I don't remember who brought up the joke at first. It could have been any of us really, that said, well, we were talking about tribute albums and said, maybe there should be a tribute to the Sparkle Jets UK. And we all laughed. And then we talked about it again and laughed some more. And on the way home, we talked about it seriously. And then I emailed everybody like the next day, like on a Monday or something. Right before lunch, I emailed and said, would anybody, I know we were joking, but kind of think it might be funny to do it. Does anybody want to do it? And then I went to lunch. I came back and my inbox was full of requests. And we ran out of songs, if you'll remember, because I think, you guys did Real Nice Time.
Yeah.
But
that was even a brand new song. We hadn't even recorded it yet. I don't think.
Right.
Yeah. So
we only had the one album out. So bands were taking songs that we hadn't even released yet. And a couple wrote songs about us and all that. And this album that we're talking about today is because of that. We were thinking it would be fun for us to do a project because that one was called I Heart Sparkle Jets UK, the tribute. And we were going to make an album called SJUK Love You. And we made a list of all of our favorite bands and what songs we'd want to do. And I've had that in my computer since then, and we never actually started it. And a couple years ago, we just decided to maybe do it. And then we did it. And here we are.
Yay.
We just sort of jump in like, I don't know what the story is going to be when people are hearing this, because we're doing this in March, but we're going to try to fold the original copies of that record into the package on some kind of bonus level. So, I mean, maybe because they exist, they're just there.
I have 10 boxes in my closet.
Yes.
Yep. It used to be worse.
So it's the album launch / clean out Christina's closet event of the season.
Nice.
But that will see the light of day in a way that it hasn't for decades.
And it'll be on the streaming services and all that. Hopefully we'll get everybody's permission to do that.
We should be doing that right now.
Actually, we should be. Yeah.
Just get Lisa to say yeah. We should have gotten Carrie to say yeah.
Yeah.
We've gotten Flora Pop to say yeah.
Yeah.
We've technically recorded all of them saying the word yeah at some point during their
yeah, so we
interview.
got that.
Yeah, it's done. It's done. It's legal. It's all clear.
It was implicit.
The easiest song clearance we've ever done.
Yeah.
Well, we wrote them, so there's that. No one has to ask our permission.
Yeah. Publishing is set.
Except for the people that did covers of the covers we did. But I don't even want to talk about that. We'd met you and some other folks. I was like, oh, but they do a band called the Masticators, because we knew the Andersons. We'd met them prior to that at a gig that we just happened to book, and they happened to be on the same bill in Pomona at the Ice House. And they Glass House, right? Ice House, Glass House. What's the difference?
Ice House is Pasadena. Okay. Glass House is Pomona.
Was a band.
Yeah, that too.
So, Glass House, I don't know. Maybe.
So the Ass House. We were at the Ass House in Lake Forest. No, they were between drummers, and Jim was their drummer, so we met him. Is
the Ice House next to Captain Cream's?
Yeah, no,
it's the Ass House next to place.
It should be.
That was the reference I was making without just being completely obnoxious about it, right?
It's all right.
So when was the first time we saw Lisa play? Was it on the boat? She was playing a record release party
with Maple Mars.
The first time
live,
yeah. But you weren't there, Susan, or were you?
Yes,
were you
I was.
There?
I drove you there, jackass. You owe me for gas money, by the way.
I was watching Julian.
Oh, Jamie wasn't there. Okay.
Maple Mars.
Big Stir Records recording artist, Maple Mars.
Yeah, we're talking to him next. He's on next, by the way.
Oh, hey, we know that guy.
Hi, Rick. Okay.
Yeah, he'll probably stumble in here at some point.
But I remember when the Masticators played, and they were so good. Oh my God, and you were so adorable. You were wearing a sailor outfit.
Yes, and we got that at the. Oh my gosh, I have something to share on that, but keep going.
Yeah, it was perfect. It was so good.
A hell of a band too, because
oh my God,
you've got Robbie being a powerhouse, crazy person who also can sing, and but Severo's force of nature and very unique
anchor
looking. Everything about him is super unique and cool. And Patrick got all that musicality, and he could sing and look awesome.
Did you say anything about Lisa? Did you say anything about Lisa?
I had a great sailor hat on.
I don't think I really need to explain Lisa's talents.
Your vocals were perfect. Guitar was amazing.
I could give haircuts in a bikini.
And the bikini, yes, of course. No.
And your guitar solos and your singing. Oh my God. It was just so empowering seeing that. It was amazing.
Well, come on. Like you were my obsession too. Wait, I didn't say that I'm your obsession, but
you are mine. You are. Yes.
Were my obsession.
What do you want me to be?
Yeah.
You are my
I love my Susan West. I heart Susan West. No, there's actually a tie-in with He's Coming Out. I was originally inspired by the movie Falling Down for that song, but then the song kind of took off into a different story. But what's weird is in Falling Down, he goes into an army surplus store, which is where I got that sailor uniform from. Whoa, really?
Whoa.
That's weird synchronicity, right? I'll stop there.
No, that's good. Hey, can we hear the Lisa version of this?
Yeah.
He's coming out, he's coming out, he's coming out. Gonna leave the sun right away. He's coming out, he's coming out, he's coming out. He's just walking around the city, such a long way to go. Got a pencil in his pocket and a rock and roll melody. Passing many sections of the good and the bad, many sections of the city, other people gone mad. He's coming out, he's coming out, he's coming out. Gonna leave the sun right away. He's coming out, he's coming out, he's coming out. He's just always trying to get ahead, just to manage to do it all again. He'd be putting on a different shoe, like he's coming out. He's coming out, he's coming out, he's coming out. Gonna leave the sun right away. He's coming out, he's coming out, he's coming out. He's still walking around the city, such a long way to go. Got a pencil in his pocket and a same old melody. Passing many sections of the good and the bad, many sections of the city, other people got mad. He's coming out, he's coming out, he's coming out. Gonna leave the sun right away. He's coming out, he's coming out, he's coming out. He's just always trying to get ahead, just to manage to do it all again. He'd be putting on a different shoe, it's like he's coming out. Always trying to get ahead, just to manage to do it all again. It's like he's got lost his shoe, or is it someone else's shoe? Always trying to get ahead, just to manage to do it all again. He'd be putting on a different shoe, it's like he's coming out. He's coming out, he's coming out, he's coming out. He's coming out, he's coming out, he's coming out. He's coming out, he's coming out, he's coming out.
There we go.
Yay!
I didn't realize that was like acoustic guitars.
Ooh, you have a good ear.
And
I'm trying to.
sounded like you used a pickup on the acoustics too, probably, or maybe both. They're very munchy.
I think we may have recorded that one. Like half of it was recorded by Robbie Rist, the album, and I think this one and a few songs were recorded at Steve Reffling's.
Well, yeah, the ruffling stuff always sounds good. The whole thing sounds good.
Dang, recording was so expensive back then. Like if you couldn't record yourself, oh my gosh, that was the hardest record to record. Oh, it was
Probably
like
worse now.
Expensive time recording and nerve wracking because of the collision of those two things. Yeah.
And actually having to know how to play and all those things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Thank God we don't need to worry about that now.
Just go go to Mike Simmons' house.
Yeah.
No, I'm just
That's
kidding.
where we are.
Stand in front of a mic and go blah, blah, blah. And like magically it'll all just turn into Britney Spears. Weird how that works.
Is that the desired outcome?
Back in the day, that was what was so
that's-
genius
yeah.
about combining your studios together. So the Masticators and the Sparkle Jets were sharing a studio at the basement of your house, Mike, and that was, I don't know, it was such a great time too, because it made us all work harder. We'd hear what you guys were doing, and we were going, well, okay, we've got our 2 days in there. We better do something, you know.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
it's beautiful.
Yep.
Yeah, because you guys, and what I liked about the way you guys worked is, you know, if we were going to work on something for that band, like everybody in the band was fucking there.
Yeah.
Even if you
Yep.
didn't have anything necessarily to contribute or your parts are already down, everybody came anyway.
Yeah.
That was harder for us because, you know, we would have like our drummer would, you know, once their tracks were done, they would just kind of vanish or like they would be available and I would do it. And it was always a little disjointed.
And, you know, Jamie, when he had his short stint in jail, when we had to come and, you know, and yeah,
Oh, Jamie.
only a couple of days.
Wait, we're going to cut out the actual felonies that were talked about earlier, but we're going to leave that one in.
We almost thought about doing Radio Police. But we'd done He's Coming Out back in the day. We used to play that a lot.
That's right.
We played
have
Here's
that
the
on
Boy.
YouTube.
We played Here's the Boy
wait.
a lot too.
Oh, shoot. That's right.
Remember that?
Oh, my God. I got them confused. Okay.
Yeah.
Always seem to think of him where he goes. Never will admit his infant didn't show. Given my weakening musical idea, strumming sensations on an old guitar. Never need to wonder that I want the part. Problem is finding words from out of my idea. Here's a boy, never need to undergo the no desire. Here's a boy, but I wish I could write about the feelings inside.
There you go. A little taste of that.
I want more.
Yeah. Well, you can get the record somewhere. Probably, maybe. I know it got re-released on. I think.
Future Man.
Yeah, Keith Klingensmith has it.
Yeah.
out
So he's
originally.
got like the whole collection, including covers and
Basically,
your
I gave him
song.
my entire hard drive. Said, "Here, take it."
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
I don't think you guys even had copies of anything. Yeah.
Nope. Because everything's so spread out.
Yeah. And we lost a few hard drives here and there back then. It was kind of messed up. I still have a
Same.
few demos here and there. And the tracking. Oh, you know what I found the other day? I found video of you guys tracking Real Nice Time.
Wow.
And I synced it up with the actual version. The finished version is pretty dope.
Nice.
There's a lot of things like that. There's a lot of footage of both of our bands doing a lot of shows. Some of them have decent sound. So John Perry and I have been working on a few things behind the scenes. Who knows?
Cool.
Maybe
Well,
someday.
you always have my approval on everything, so.
Yeah, we did a lot.
We have
Are you
John
going to...
in. We need to have John in on this thing at some point.
Yeah.
We
Oh,
do.
yeah, he's
Oh
on
my
my-
God, you're so right.
He's on
He
my
is
list.
so... Yeah. Hi, John. Yeah.
I mean, we can actually just throw stuff over Christina's back fence into John's yard.
It's my neighbor.
Wow.
He lives behind me.
That's
That is so awesome.
It's true. I can testify to that.
we can just like
That's amazing.
slingshot stuff over there with thumb drives.
I have
Probably make
one...
a helicopter down.
I have one more question.
Oh gosh.
So, like, there are some things that are still unreleased by the Sparkle Jets UK, and one of them being that Y2K song, the one your invite to your New Year's
Oh.
Eve party. Will that ever like be released?
It is released.
It is?
It is out. I think it's on the reissue of Bamboo Lounge that came out last year on Liberation Hall Records.
Hmm.
Do you guys know what I'm
that?
talking about? Remember that?
It's like a
That
hidden
was-
track.
I don't know if it's hidden or what it's called, but it is on there, at least most of it.
So you think like everything you've ever done is out there now?
No. Good Lord.
It
No.
will, I mean, it will be momentarily, at least.
And for good reason.
Yeah. I mean, everything you'd want out there.
Right. Yeah. No, everything that should be out is out.
But
We'll be
I
moving
think
that
that
forward.
Y2K song should be on something else.
Yeah,
It's a
freaking
completes a
genius.
story. Yeah.
Mhm. Yep.
I'll have to go and check it. I know that it was intended to be on that. Whether or not it actually made it there is hard to say.
Do you still have it handy, Mike?
I do. It's in the other room. I can get it. But you guys are going to have to hold down the fort while I go look.
I'll tell Mike Simmons stories.
Feel
Yeah, let's tell Mike Simmons stories.
Susan, you did a lot of stuff with Lisa that was separate even from
Well, first though, I want to
talk about
yeah.
that. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, but first we can tell Mike Simmons stories, though. Do you remember the time we were in Vegas and it must have been after a show and I thought we're playing cards or doing something silly in the room, and you and me, and I think Mike is there too. And we ordered pizza, and the guy that brought in the pizza gave it to Mike and said, "Here you go, ma'am. Here's your pizza." You remember that?
No. Oh God, why do I not remember this? That's
Yeah.
genius.
I don't know why they thought he was a girl, but they thought he was
His
a girl.
hair is long. He's a rocker.
This happens to him a
I think
lot.
he had facial hair too.
They were being inclusive.
Or they were looking at us and handing it to him. Like,
Right.
And there's a lot
The
of
pizza
explanations.
person was woke even before anybody was woke.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Woke was invented by a pizza delivery dude in Vegas in 1999. So,
That's right.
I mean,
That's right.
but
There
we
you
know
go.
that Mike is sensitive.
Yes, it's true.
Yes,
it's
he
true.
is.
And yes,
Vegas is the woke capital of the world. Vegas.
And do you remember, Susan, when Lisa was playing drums, I believe, when we did that first House of Blues show in Anaheim?
oh my God.
and we
Yes.
were the test
You were
band.
the very first band in that
That's
freaking
right,
club.
damn it. That's right.
Amen.
That's
Mhm.
right. We were the first one to
And
play the one in
That
Anaheim.
needs to. That needs to
And
be
then,
on
but then
Wicked.
something
And I think you
happened.
guys were
But something happened because there was a somebody there that was they wrote an article about it and said we really were good and all this stuff, and we weren't supposed to tell anybody we were playing, right? This guy wrote the article, and then the guy just cussed us out and said, "You'll never play in this town again. You'll never play in the House of Blues because you weren't supposed to tell anybody we're here. We can't help it." Somebody wrote an article and said we were nice. It was weird.
I think
He called it a cheap publicity stunt, which was not.
No,
what was
and it went on and on. We went
No.
back and forth and we pleaded for his forgiveness. We're so sorry. Bow down to you. Yeah, but
I
it's
mean, isn't it
weird.
kind of true that you haven't arrived until someone says you'll never play in this town again? You're like, okay, that's fine. We made it.
Well, there we go. We got to write down that date.
You know, I think it's.
I just think I remember the most about you guys in the back room. We were in the dressing room, and both of you were really excited because there was like a shower in there or something
It was
like
a
that.
shower.
And you
A
were
clean
acting, You were acting
shower.
like you were taking
Oh, yeah.
showers.
Probably there was no water because it was really brand new. But we were pretending to take showers. Yeah, I remember that now. Yeah, it was cute.
No
But
pictures.
I think we played together at the House of Blues in no.
Oh, the
No,
Elvis show?
The show in I'm
it's a
talking about the
different
House
one?
of Blues in Hollywood, the one where there was a refrigerator there, and we were in the green room, but it was locked, and every other band would come in and get drinks out of it because they had a key.
Oh, gosh.
We didn't have a lock.
Oh,
We didn't have the
this
key.
story.
Wah, wah, wah.
What are we, chop liver?
Yeah.
Oh, here comes Mike.
I was gonna do the. If you're just joining us, you're listening to the Sparkle Jets UK podcast, featuring Lisa Mychols, speaking with Sparkle Jets UK about their new album, Best of Friends, due out June. No, is it June? I didn't say pro enough. June 30th. Yeah,
June 30th.
On vinyl, CD, and streaming everywhere. We've just been joined by Michael Simmons, who was looking for music in the other room. Turns out, in his other room, there was music. I think
Wait,
you might be muted.
Oh, sorry.
Wait, you didn't find the CD?
No, I couldn't find it.
What?
What?
I don't think you looked hard enough.
No,
Is it in storage? What's going on?
I honestly couldn't tell you.
Wait,
Is
you don't
there-
have it
No.
at all?
No.
Does anyone
It's
have
somewhere.
it?
Oh, that was
Let
disappointing.
Let me check
we
my
have
purse.
copies of the.
Okay, because I think I have one somewhere, but we're still.
No, I've got
unpacking.
I've got lots of copies of the album. I don't know where that reissue is. I only got a couple of those.
Oh, okay.
And it was in that room all this time, but it.
Oh, is that what you were trying to verify? Oh, hold on. What was this?
Oh my.
I
it's
don't
on
recognize
Spotify.
that. Can I see that again? I didn't recognize
Are you
that.
talking to me?
Yeah.
That's the new record.
This is new.
Oh, this is the new. Oh my gosh, you guys, that is beautiful. It's perfect. Wait, who did the artwork? Oh, we can't tell.
Mike Simmons.
Mike Simmons.
Makes sense.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, not that I'm surprised, but I don't
Right.
think I've ever seen your artwork.
He's really
I
good.
do all the art for all the stuff.
I notice
We
you
do.
like the color blue.
Well, it's the
Is
same
there-
blue
is-
on all of our albums.
Yeah.
That's the
we're-
if Sparkle Jets UK had a flag, blue would be on it.
okay.
No, I went out of my way to put this. We had the same blue on our first album, and even though Bamboo Lounge is a picture, I replaced the sky blue with this same blue,
Nice.
and this blue ends up on this new album as well. A fourth album will not have blue on it. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, we can confirm that too. Oh, we just leaked. And-
What
Yeah.
happened? I will not tell.
No.
Everything stays quiet.
Maybe
on
maybe when it's
That's
time to do that fourth album, there won't be any records. Everything will be holograms.
Lisa, remember in 2003
Oh, no.
when
Yeah,
we
I
were making our third album after Bamboo Lounge?
third album.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
But what am I remembering exactly?
Well, you don't remember, but we never finished it.
Oh,
But, you
kind of
know,
like the
Until-
Masticators'
The
second album.
busy.
Wait, what happened to these songs?
they
Wait.
got lost.
Oh, like the Masticators' second album. Wasn't
Correct.
that part of?
Similar.
Oh, got it. Robbie had mentioned, some stuff was it water damage or something?
No, I don't think. I think that the hard drive just died.
Mm.
Oh, I found out. I went online and looked at the Liberation Hall Bandcamp page, and it track 20 is the Y2K party.
There you go.
Okay.
So it must be on Spotify and all that other stuff too.
Right. So that's one we don't have to worry about then, Mike?
No.
Well,
Were all those?
I don't think it's on Spotify. I think that they screwed up and did not put up because we didn't take the original down. We didn't want
Oh.
to take
They
it
made
down.
me take
Because
it
of
down.
that, you didn't though.
It's still there. Are the other original albums? I think we were irritated because in the re-release they didn't include "Real Nice Time," which is one of our
Right.
best
So
songs.
we can fix this, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, if you do
See.
the takedown, we'll
The real problem is simple. Is that no one knows how to spell our name properly.
Oh, you saw me tell Sony what they needed to do.
I know that was
You sent
awesome.
me a screenshot of that.
I did.
Like, hey, Sony,
Hey.
it's got lowercase, it's got an asterisk, it's got more lowercase. You just do it. Do it.
Do it.
Sorted.
Yeah, because there's.
Oh, wait a minute.
I see
think
it now.
I might have spoken too soon. There's one, the original version, and then let's see, there's a second version. There are.
Yeah,
Oh no. Oh yeah, there is one on Liberation Hall,
I see.
but I don't
Mike, what happened to the rest
I
of
don't
those?
see the Y2K one.
2002. Okay, here's one. Yeah, it's got. This one has "Cruel You," "Summertime Dreaming," which was on Lisa's comp of songs by Gene Pitney. The Teenage Fan Club song that we did. "She May Be Nice" early version and "Consult Your Physician" early version, but it does.
But it doesn't have the
It doesn't.
Y2K.
Wow, so there's multiple mistakes.
Oh, dude, I don't even want to get started.
All right.
But yeah, it was a complete.
Is it because there was an address listed on there, directions and all that?
No,
Is that
I don't think
safe?
so.
Okay.
Maybe because it basically rips off the music from "Busy Doing Nothing" by the Beach Boys in the middle. That could
I
be.
mean, I know
It
you
does
would have been
basically-
notified if there was like rights issues. It just sounds like someone probably just messed up on a clerical level.
That's probably what happened.
Mhm.
But it
I
does
would-
have a cover in the middle of it, and they probably didn't pay for that. But then again, "Summertime Dreaming's a cover, and so is "I Don't Want Control of You." Who knows? They probably,
Hey.
and "Cruel You."
Harmonica. Wait,
Rick
is that a
actually is it.
harmonica? Who's there?
It
Wait,
is.
there?
Yeah.
That's right.
It would seem.
Okay, you guys. I want to wait for Rick. Rick!
Hi, Rick.
Hey, Rick.
Rick!
Is
He's
he on?
probably-
on. He's figuring. There he is. I see him. He's figuring out
Hello, Rick.
his
Pressing
situation.
buttons and-
I'm going to wait till you come on and I will say my goodbyes. Oh, I hear a puppy.
oh, yes.
But overall, yeah, we could talk to Lisa for hours because we barely scratched the surface on all the crazy stuff that we used to do.
Mike in the girls'
Well, then we
bathroom.
need Lisa part 2.
Yeah.
Lisa part 2.
Stay tuned
We
for
need
Lisa part. What about the girls' bathroom?
What?
What'd you say about the girls' bathroom?
At my what do you call that, Susan?
We lost
the
Rick.
thing before weddings. Yeah, the shower.
Oh, what did I do?
A different shower that probably
I don't
again
remember.
without water, but
Yeah, but we pretended and we did scrub
Yeah.
it up, dub it.
scrub it up. Duh. I
Did
still have that picture.
Did something happen at the wedding shower? Because I don't remember being there.
Oh, okay. Is that how
Oh,
it's
wow.
going? I don't remember. Yeah, you were the
Oh.
man that popped out of the cake.
What?
That's right. Yes, and you took
We didn't-
pictures on the beach.
Uh huh.
You popped out
No,
of
the
the cake.
beach. I remember
Yes.
the beach. That was at the wedding. That was after the wedding.
If
Yeah.
there's a man,
And you had the Frank Sinatra guy.
I don't
there,
remember
too.
a cake though. I don't ever
if there
remember
is
that.
any man I want to pop out of a cake, it would be Mike Simmons.
Yes, yeah. Mike, you don't remember it because you're blacking out.
I mean, I literally do not remember that at all. You would think that I would remember something that cool.
You were drinking a lot.
I was.
Mike.
I was.
And eating cake.
Yeah.
To get yourself out of the cake.
It was a constant-
I can't get out of the damn cake.
Oh man.
It's only
You
one
wake
way
up
out.
inside, you wake up inside the cake. How are you going to get out? Really? I mean,
Guy's got to do what he got to do.
right?
I was catching up on 15 years of not drinking.
Yeah, that's.
I'm done now. That said, let's have a drink.
Oh, there comes Rick. Okay,
Rick
Rick, come on. Oh, connecting audio too.
It's
Oh
great.
yeah, it's happening.
Well,
You
what are you
guys-
up to, Lisa? I know you're doing 25 different things all the
Yeah,
time. So what do you got going?
Well, hopefully, we're going to see Rick in a couple months, I think. Does he know that? Can you hear me, Rick? Yeah. So right now, just still doing kind of freelance stuff, like working with other people on just one-off projects, and got a new band coming out again. I really miss just having other bandmates like Sparkle Jets UK, just like having a community and people, establishing your chemistry and working on stuff together. It's really lonely being a solo artist. Not my favorite thing. Rick, can you hear us? Okay. So anyway, so that's what I'm
Mr.
doing.
Ramaga.
Hi, Rick.
Just for those listening to this in its podcast form, Rick Ramaga of Maple Mars, and I think it's Double Knot that is covered on the record, right?
Technically,
Has joined
yes.
the conversation. And it'll be a separate conversation with him. But for this brief moment, he and Lisa Mychols are crossing paths right here in this
Yes,
very.
Lisa, I hope you have a couple beds for the band. I'm joking.
How does that work?
Well,
Draw pictures.
a couple beds.
Well, basically, we're traveling to Richmond, and we have to crash somewhere. But
We have, yeah, we'll talk.
I like the couple beds. I want to know who's
love it.
fucking up with Ron.
Are you kidding? One of my favorite slumber parties was at it was Mike's house, but it was Sparkle Jet's party that,
Probably the same party we were just talking about, the Y2K
yeah,
party.
exactly. And it was wonderful. So yes, I love rock star parties, slumber parties.
And you guys did the New Kids on the Block dance the next morning.
I'm not going to
Remember
talk
that?
about that.
Yeah,
No.
it was pretty funny.
I do love that song.
Oh,
No, it wouldn't be that one. No way. It was no.
There's video.
oh.
Is
Just
it
saying,
really?
there is video.
I thought it was Tonight because that song's really good. Tonight, it's very Beatle-esque. Check
No,
it out.
it was
Tonight.
the one we just sang the right
Ah,
stuff.
dang, that's so embarrassing. I'd love to see it though.
What a hell of
but
a
yeah.
party that was, dude. Who
That's good.
who all played at that? We had Anderson's Masticators, the Dawns,
Heatherton of Grab Bag
yeah.
was there.
Yep.
Her posse.
Must have been the Retro.
Adam was there.
Adam was there.
He showed up and ate and left. I don't think he ever even went down to the studio. He showed up. He drove all the way from Reseda, stayed in the kitchen, talked and ate for like an hour, and then he went back home. It's
You're right.
true. I remember it. It was like, that's a long drive for free meal, but all right, buddy.
I remember him asking, "Isn't there any Parmesan for the pasta?"
Oh no.
And I've heard so many stories after the fact that there was all kinds of strange debauchery and drugs and things. But and Wayne Resnick talked about it on KFI. I went to the most amazing party the other day. And I have a recording of him describing it somewhere. It's pretty funny.
And Susan made really yummy breakfast the next
Yes,
morning.
we had the traditional French toast breakfast.
Woohoo.
Yes. It's amazing.
It's good to be friendly with Susan, so you can maybe get an invite to that. But
New Year's Day. Yeah.
That's my birthday.
That's Christina's birthday.
Oh, I'll put a candle
that's
in it.
Cool. Love that.
if you get invited
All
to
right.
that party, you really should go. Anyway, it's that was fun. What a time. Jeez.
Well,
I
we'll be
recorded
fun
it too.
about
There's multi-tracks of that whole party. Did you know that? I don't think we ever transferred
Yeah.
it to digital.
Do you know where it is? Can you?
Yeah, I do.
Can you open up the files?
No, they're
We
on
need
tape.
that.
Tape.
We need that. And
I don't know
we're
if we do.
we're gonna create new memories too, right, Rick?
Yes,
Right,
we are.
Rick? Okay, good.
Yeah, that's
This is going to be
That's what
trippy
this-
playing. I haven't played a show with you since the World War II battleship.
Oh, you guys, is this
Wow.
crazy? You
We were
bring
just
that
talking
up.
about that. We were
See,
talking
again,
about that.
synchronicity. Your
Actually, that's
album.
not true. That's not true because we played at the Orange County Fair. That's right.
Oh, that's right. When they had the elephant.
With
But
you were playing
still.
with New Shoe.
New shoe. Okay.
I was at that show. I think I played that show. Pop
Well,
Dudes
we-
played that show. We did all songs by girls in
Oh
that show.
gosh. of
Remember
course.
that?
Pop dudes. Yes.
We just
I
did.
think Steve Kabashigawa opened. No, wait, maybe not. Oh God, I'm so confused.
It's all these things have happened multiple times, so that's
Yeah.
why it gets.
right. Well,
like
we met you.
Frost.
We met you guys at the Orange County Fair.
That's
gig
right.
One year. That was yeah.
And then we did it the next year, and you were still there, and we were still there.
I think the next year I got turned into the MC.
Yeah, you
Like
did.
unwittingly, I didn't know that was happening, but there it was.
And all of a sudden, there was this big stir thing. Where what the hell's going on? And who's this Steven Wilson guy? What is this? What is going on? Susan, what are they doing?
Oh my God.
Something's happening. I don't like it.
Oh.
Why are we not invited to this party?
Must have been
This is
something
some
you
bullshit.
said. It's your fault.
Oh, and then it
Rick's
turned
like,
out to be
what's
good.
going on? No, I'm just kidding.
Turned out to be good.
I'm used to Mike's rants.
Oh, good.
This is a fact.
Like when he played bass on my song.
Oh,
Oh yeah, that did happen.
and apparently it's supposed to happen again, but we can talk about that in the next segment.
Oh
I'm
wait,
backing
are we getting
up.
more behind the scenes information here?
Maybe.
All
right. Thank you, Lisa. We
Well,
love you.
thank you, guys. Thank
We
you,
love
Mom,
you, Lisa.
Christina, Rex, Jamie, Susan, and Rick. We'll talk, okay? I cannot
Yeah,
wait to see you. We're going to
Oh my
Wait to
God.
see you and Tom. I can't wait to see the Waking Hours again.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then, you know, Ricky Tubbs.
Oh, Ricky
I know.
Tubb.
Oh, God. It's so
Oh, my.
nice to be with him again. So, yeah.
Oh,
we're
wow.
gonna-
that's cool.
It's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be really fun.
Yay. All right, guys. Have
All
a
right.
great interview, Rick. Night,
Yeah, see ya.
everybody.
Bye,
Bye,
Lisa.
Lisa.
Bye.